Tim McRae, Meat Livestock Australia. Our latest mid-year update for the sheep industry points to a period where we've come through very high supplies in the last 12 months. 2012-13 was the highest lamb slaughter in 30 years, and along with sheep slaughter was up 3 million head on the previous year. That's going to have a big impact on the flock numbers for this year, which we expected to decline 1 million head to 73.7 million head. So really the flock increase that we've seen in the last 3 years has halted, and we expect to see numbers back in the next 1 to 2 years, just as the tough conditions and the tough joinings of 12-13 really do impact on supplies coming through. So overall, sheep slaughter we expect to be tighter in 2014, and particularly on the lamb side of things, the poor breeding and joining numbers through the first half of 12-13 and nearly drought conditions through southern areas are going to impact the amount of lambs available, and we particularly think that's going to be in the first quarter of 2014, and that may have a big impact on prices through that period. On the demand side, it's really a pretty positive picture. We've got our major competitor in the global markets, New Zealand, have already forecast they're going to have 10% less lambs in the next year, and given we compete pretty head-to-head with them in a lot of markets, that's a big positive. But also this lower Australian dollar has been a game changer. At 90 cents at the time of writing, it's going to make Australian lamb and mutton much more price competitive in a lot of markets at a time when supplies are going to be a bit tighter than the last 12 months. The main markets where we see growth is China and the Middle East, and also a recovery in the US as they start to take and recover both economically and the impact of the dollar feed through. The Australian market remains strong and robust, but again it's the export markets that continue to demand more and more of the total production. Last year we expect exports to be 51.5% of production, and that to increase in coming years as the lower dollar only stimulates export demand. Thank you.